Hello, welcome to Freedom Methodius Updates. My name is Freedom Methodius. This is an exclusive interview with Makerere University's Guild President, H.E Alionzi Lawrence dangote. Enjoy. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment.
I have always said, and this will be my remark, one, Guild President of Makerere University are chosen by God. So for you even to complete a term I think it's still an honorable thing for which the best you can do is to stay humble. So those who ask me how it feels like, I think it's an honor that should humble anybody with consciousness. Yes.
Yeah, so how has been your relationship with the administration? Because in most cases, students' relationship with their guild president, in most cases, is not at good terms with the administration. So how have you managed to bridge that gap between the students and the administration?
I mean almost 98% of the times, management is on one extreme end and the students on another. The leader, the ability of the student leader to understand that his role is to bridge that infinity gap is what marks his success. I have said that sometimes politically it is raining, sometimes it is shining. The leader must put on the right coat for the occasion. Where we have reached as a university, Makerere has lost its place because of our methods of operation to as an intellectual fulcrum in this nation. Now what we did was we established the Makerere Guild Dialogue Series. Instead of public debates, to open up the civic space as a way of enhancing the academic freedom of students. The university is a place that will first uphold the academic freedom of its students of thought, opinion, and association. And even when I'm saying what management doesn't like, they must have the guts to hear what I'm actually saying. So we put up these public debates which we think should be in place as a long-standing tradition, to be the next course of things on Makerere University. I was looking forward to the day when the whole country is waiting for what Makerere is going to debate this coming week. I think that is the rightful place of Makerere in this university. But you're right when you said that most times students are at war with management, and I wasn't any different. I was at war with management. I was at war with management. That's that my war was a different war. For me, I believe as a leader that you should not take the students to the streets if you can get the job done without getting them to throw stones. And I'll give just one good example. When management introduced unfairly so a surcharge of 50,000 on letter registration, without throwing a single stone, getting no student on the street, we waived that off and no Makererean paid that surcharge on letter registration. I think that is the role of the leader. So if at all I was defeated, let nobody be deceived that I would have come to ask for the support of the students to rally behind me to demand for what is theirs. But whatever I'd asked for, I got it done without involving the students. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. So
what are some of the challenges that have hit you through the process of leading this great university?
One, notably for me, I think what mentioned, there are two broad challenges. One was the time factor. I was only in office for 3 months, and we had set out on a mission to restore relevance to the Students' Guild, something which is hard to do in 3 months. So the time factor was the biggest factor. Even then, I am proud that we're able to achieve over 75% of what we had intended to do within 3 months. And many who are genuine note that not a lot of people achieved that within even the 10 months when they had full time. The second factor was the funding of the guild. And the funding comes, the broader problem was the legal irregularities. We put in place a new guild constitution. We put in place a new statute. Now what happened was that these two legal documents were not, first of all, welcomed by students. They did not meet the need of the students. Three, they were treated as foreign bodies or foreign legal bodies by the students. But even inside them, they had so much legal irregularities. One of them, and one of the biggest, was funding of the guild. Now the statute said that the CGC, the Guild Council, the HCR, and whatever guild organ is there was now under the Students' Guild. You getting it? I mean, it's also funded under the Students' Guild. However, the budget still remained constant. Initially, there were only 2 organs under the guild: the Guild Cabinet and the GRC House. This time around, in total, there were 11 organs under the guild to be funded by the exact same budget. So it made it extremely hard for us to execute tasks to perfection with extremely limited tasks, and it caused a lot of wrangles, the GRC House, and there was so much friction, yet we could have done much better if we had so much harmony. Those were for me the biggest two challenges. Yes.
Yeah, indeed, there have been big challenges, and at least you have been a good leader who has managed to tackle and do all your duties within that limited period of time.
Thank you.
So now, in the next few days, we are going to have elections to get the new guild leadership. So, do you think is it okay for the entire Makerere University, as big as it is, to hold virtual elections?
Now, my opinion on virtual elections remains that one, as Makerere University, it is good for us to spearhead technological advancements. It will be good for Africa's premier black university, because now many have said Makerere is the best black university on the planet. Now, that I think it's important for us with that name or pride to spearhead technological advancement. But the question in context will be that an election process will be free and fair. When we go virtual, can we still make sure that it is free and fair? Now, what? Of course, the parameters in between depend on what somebody considers to be a free and fair election. But one, I think Makerere University is not ready for virtual election. I think the system that we use now are still porous and permeable. You get?
Yeah, I get.
Two, now, for a very long time we have related, and by the way, even the biggest problem is not with virtual voting, but even to make campaigns virtual is insane. Now, this country, Uganda, even when we had COVID, we did the election, we did campaigns physically, and so we did voting. When we had COVID, President Museveni, my president, His Excellency Bobby Wine, we are moving all over this country to campaign physically, but though with regulations to not. So now, but now in Makerere University, students will campaign virtually. How effective are the virtual campaigns? My answer is they are not at all. You get the point.
Okay.
So I think for management even to pronounce itself in a statute or council that all elections will be virtual, except if they say so. I think the voting can be virtual, but physical elections cannot be virtual. What is the effect of somebody going to media to campaign? How many students will actually turn out? So I am not in agreement. Even the campaigns, the entire electoral process will be virtual. I think that is hypocritical. And the reason they are giving is that the last elections were chaotic. Now, when you have headache, you don't cut off the head. You treat the headache. If there's violence in our campaigns, we address in our physical campaigns. We address the violence, not we cut off physical campaigns. I think it is hypocritical. I think it is cowardice and timid to not have physical elections in the names of violence in their campaigns. In this country, you don't put Bobby Wine and Museveni at the same venue to campaign. But so, and for you think you can put Dangote and Hussein at the same venue to campaign. It is wrong. I think we failed as management to manage the electoral process of the students to ensure there's no violence. And we can't blame that on the students and use it as a ground to raise physical campaigns. Yeah.
So lastly, what is your advice to the students and the contestants? What do you advise us to do so that we can choose a perfect replacement for you?
I'll repeat myself. Guild president of Makerere University are chosen by God. The students of Makerere University are not stupid, neither are they uninformed. I think they are fully unaware. So I have faith and confidence students of Makerere University will pick the right person. As a former guild president or as a student of Makerere University with the voting rights, I have endorsed a guild candidate in this election. However, I will respect the decision of every other Makererian to decide who their next leader is, regardless of who I say it should be. And I think Makererians should pay attention to one. The Bible says those who can be trusted with small things can be trusted with the big ones. Makererians should pay attention to that fact. Two, Makererians should pay attention to who can get the job done. The guild presidency is something that requires more than just your physique, how you look. It requires more than just your ability to put a set of words together. It requires a credible size of heart. It requires your clarity of thought. your purity of intentions, and ability to get the right thing done. I think Makerere can pick the right leader for that job. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alionzi, for your time. I know you're a busy man, but you have spared these minutes for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
really
having
appreciate
me. The pleasure is mine.
it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.